Good evening, YouTube. This is LA Prepper, and today we are going to talk about what goes in here. Because right now it's empty. Well, what goes in there is all of this and all of this. And to maybe give a quick correction, I'm trying to integrate some of the things that I got from Bullfrog into my bug out bag. So most of this stuff already goes in the bug out bag, with the exception of course, new items. So let's take a quick look around. We have some gloves. This is new. Toilet paper and clothes. This was existing. This is boxers, socks, and t-shirt, all vacuum packed so that they don't get wet. In our cutting department, we have a new addition with an existing Coleman camp knife, existing Walmart special. This was the sort of budget multi-tool, and the more I look at it, the more I think maybe I'm just going to rough it with this and take that other multi-tool off the list because I want to be efficient with the GoFundMe campaigns. Plus this pocket knife, which was existing, and we have a new hatchet here. Still got to take that sticker off. Moving on into cooking and combustion, we have our little fire kit here. Some new cutlery, new broiler, new burner. I'm planning on making the other half of it, and I hope Bullfrog doesn't kill me for this, but I'm planning on making the other half of it more of like the car camping setup, and I'll take just this with me, and it'll be more like a bug out setup, and I can get some rocks around it or something to work with that. So going to be experimenting on how to set this up without its official thing, only because I'm just a little bit concerned about space in my backpack. So anyways, have mess kit, which we're gonna try to integrate. We have our original container. This was actually my only cooking container in my previous kit, so I was planning on basically boiling water in it, pouring it into something maybe like that, and then eating out of it. So this is definitely an upgrade. And then we have some fuel and some spice in here and some coffee filters. Coffee filters aren't for coffee. The coffee filters are for filtering water. Making one of those fancy sand, gravel, sand, charcoal water filters. Moving on to the covering section, we have the pup tent, which is new. The survival blanket, new. We have the rain poncho, which is new, and space blanket, which was existing. Yeah, a little bit rough in this bug out shelter option. Going down to food and water, we have a very diverse selection of chicken and tuna. No pasta or anything, or quick bars. What am I thinking? Energy bars, Cliff bars, stuff like that. I need to get a little more creative. Lifesavers, of course. Life straw, go with my lifesavers. A lot of life providing things. And I'm kind of torn on this SOB. It's a big, heavy bastard. Now, granted, it's a lot of water, and I do like carrying a lot of water with me. But I might switch to 2 1 liters and or 2 1.5 liters and put them on the side because I really want to get a little bit of space back. And this thing, having to dig it out of the bottom of the pack every time I want this water is really not that convenient. So moving on to our miscellaneous section, a lot of interesting stuff. Safety pins are a new addition, but otherwise we have Sharpie, another pen, flashlight, compass. This is like a keychain, but it's supposed to be a signaling mirror. You can see it's really reflective. Whistle, laser pointer, and flashlight. George Bush playing cards. I don't know where I got those years ago. One of these little fancy, actually this should go in the cutting section, I suppose. But I keep it over here because it's kind of like a little bag. AM, FM shortwave radio with all those. Let's see if we can get that there. And that was terrible. There we go. With those bands. Anyways, Batteries, got some kind of cheapo paracord. What is this good? Yeah, not really. Sort of the pseudo paracord. Good paracord's like up to 550 or something, but this is 160, so kind of cheap paracord. Some glow in the dark cordage. It's a little fishing kit I kind of made. Yeah, if I have to rely on fishing, I might be a goner. But maybe I'll barter it to somebody who thinks they can fish. Fishing line. Okay, so that's miscellaneous. Moving on, we have our first aid kit, and I'm not going to really do a big detailed thing on this. I think I already did, but I have integrated all this stuff from Hooples. You can see it's not the best to open one-handed, but that's all right. So it is chock full of just first aid related goodness. Go ahead and close that back up. And that's actually, aside from my Eddie Bauer bug out backpack, which is a phenomenal creation in and of itself, that is my current bug out bag loadout. Let me know what you think. I know I need to get a little more creative in the food options, some pasta dinners or something. But I feel like I could use a little bit more clothing, maybe, another jacket, pair of rain pants, something like that. It doesn't rain a lot down here, but I think the cutting section's doing all right. Cooking section's doing well. I think I have enough cordage to have some fun with stuff. Shelter section, I think, is doing well. First aid section's doing well. So mostly maybe a little bit of the clothing needs a little bit of assistance. Maybe some of my random stuff needs assistance, and maybe a little bit of the food, I think, needs some creativity. Anyways, let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next time.